At the same time, the structure which will house the power plant is taking form. For the engineers, there is a sense of fulfillment in seeing the growth of the colossus planned by them. They carry on the tradition of our forefathers who pioneered work on the harnessing of rivers. And for the people of the countryside, there is satisfaction also. Hirakud is the site of a modern miracle, which they themselves have performed. At various stages of construction, Prime Minister Nehru visits the project to see for himself the progress of work. He has described these structures as the temples of 20th century India. And indeed, Hirakud is as vital an achievement as the Sun Temple of Konark in Orissa. The years pass. Work at the dam site continues without respite. The outlines of this multi-purpose project are visible evidence of the success of planning and execution, which has, from its inception, been entirely in the hands of Indians. It is a giant monument to the faith and labor of tens of thousands. They have sacrificed much to make all this possible, even their lands, which will be submerged by the reservoir of the dam, a lake covering 288 square miles. But they know that operations have been launched to reclaim new land for them, land which Hirakud will guard and succor. Already many have been settled in new villages. The old patterns of life are returning. The opening of the Bargar Canal marks a great day in the valley. Those uprooted from the site of the dam will now be able to re-establish themselves on new farms along the life-giving canals. Inspired by the first achievements, the builders of Hirakud, often themselves the children of the valley, begin the final phase of construction. They toil by day, they toil by night, in a fervor of activity, for Hirakud means a new life for them and for future generations. January 1957. Hirakud is complete. Nine eventful years